let's have a morning coffee and have a bit of a chat. A lot of people in the spiritual community, even people that probably aren't even in that community, still might be hearing a lot about Neptune being in Aries. Now, a lot of people have also spoken about the Saturn-Neptune conjunction in Aries. One thing that really stands out to me is that before this transit even come up, so like early 2025, even into 2024, towards the end, I was researching and looking into this so that I could share information about this transit. And a few things that I mentioned were things like spiritual war, spiritual warfare, fire through baptism, spiritual warriors rising up. And I also mentioned that we could see a bit of challenges with people using the terms cult and coming after Christianity and religion, but also spirituality, astrology, tarot, all that kind of like occult spiritual practices. Now, Neptune dipped into Aries in 2025 for a few months to give us a quick little small preview. But this year, it officially is in Aries for the next 13 to 14 years. That means we're going to be dealing with these same themes for the next 13-ish years. And it was pretty interesting because at the very ingress of Neptune moving back into Aries this year, in 2026, we've seen people like Leo Skepi, we've seen Jeffree Star, all turning to the Bible and Christ and God, Jesus, and sharing their stories, turning to their newfound faith, or at least exploring it. And now what we're seeing is a lot of people saying tarot's demonic and turning away from tarot, turning away from the spiritual community and finding Christ, finding religion, finding God, Jesus. Like Alex Reed's tarot, some pretty big people are all turning away from that community. We're also seeing a lot of people get called out who are being fake or who are frauds in the community. A lot of new age, like spiritualism and coaches and mentors are all getting called out for their lack of authenticity and being fake and being frauds. So there is like this big energy going around the spiritual community, around religion. Some people are calling it religious psychosis. Some people are, using a lot of different terms, but I just find this interesting, the correlation with this astrology transit with Neptune being in Aries. And this is only the start. We're going to have many years of this energy kind of playing out. But I just found it so interesting that we're going to have quite some time sitting with this energy. And I think we all need to be a bit kinder to each other. I feel like for me personally, it is a bit of a journey. And I think if you're in the spiritual community, we need to support people doing their own thing and finding themselves and their place. And I think for those people that follow Jesus or that are religious, Christians, Catholics, I also need to remind people that we need to be kind and careful with people that are new and are seeking Jesus and are trying to find their faith as well. I think that we all just need to be a bit mindful that there's a lot going on right now that's trying to turn us all against each other. And we need to support people. That doesn't mean not speaking your truth, but just being kind. Like, we don't need to put each other down. We don't need to be, calling people names or saying that they're in a cult or that they're in a psychosis. I think that we need to come from a place of helping and healing. And if people come to us and want our support and our opinions, we need to try and guide them in the right way and give the best advice and support that we can. But pushing our, opinions on people really strongly and kicking people while they're down isn't going to help them. And I think we've all got our own personal journey with spiritualism and religion. And of course, there are many truths in spirituality. There are many truths in the Bible. But I think we all need to find our own journey and our own way. And the best thing that we can do is listen to our intuition, listen to our gut, use discernment, and follow our heart and meditate, sit with ourselves and really turn within and think about these things, ask these deep questions and think about who's influencing you, how much time are you spending on your phone, how much propaganda are you being exposed to, and trying and disconnect a little bit with the material world and our phones and really try to reconnect with our inner voice and our inner guidance and see what's happening and what comes up. And I think that's going to help a lot of people during this time that's really challenging, where there is this attack on our psychology and on our psyche.